Welcome back to my channel, friends. Today I'm doing tribal braids using X-Pressions in the color M430. She wants them waist length, so off camera I cut the hair in half and stretched it out. The back half of this style is box braids and the front half is small feed-in braids. We didn't have a pattern or anything, but she wanted a side part, so I went with that. To start, part out the section that you want. Add some jam to the roots and brush or comb it in. Start braiding with their hair and add small pieces of hair as you go until it is the size that you want. I like to wait until I'm done braiding to braid all the way to the ends, just to make sure that the braids are even in thickness and in length. Normally, I would pre-part before braiding, but this day I couldn't think of a pattern to do. She didn't care either, so I parted as I went. I can't say if it took a longer or shorter time to do this, but it's not all about time for me. I like to pre-part to stay organized. Sometimes I move a little too fast and mess up. Imagine this. You're down to the last braid. You think, at last, my hands can finally rest after finishing this masterful work of art. So masterful, it should be in the Metropolitan Museum of Art. But you look at the section you're about to braid, and it is thin. Like way too thin. So significantly thinner than the other sections that you pray your client won't notice. It's in the back of her head after all. When does she ever have time to look back there? She's never done a mirror check before, so why would she do it now? A new fear comes to mind. What if a detail-oriented person, very much like yourself, not only notices it, but points it out? And not only points it out to her, but says it really loud. Loud enough that people from here to Japan will know that this braid is way too small. In that moment, your client goes through the 5 stages of grief. Number 1, denial. There is no way my stylist did this to me. She's never let me down before. This person is just jealous that I look good. These are the thoughts that play over and over in her head until she arrives home. She rushes in the bathroom and do what she's never done before. A mirror check. She sees that in fact, that random person was not jealous of her. Number 2, anger. She is boiling with anger, strong enough to start a rumbling. She wonders, how could you play in her face like this? After all these years? And for $200? Money down the drain. Her birthday vacation is ruined before it could even begin. Number 3, bargaining. Why would she do this to me? Did I offend her during our conversations? Was she having an off day? She thinks to herself, if only I had done a mirror check in the chair. She tries to hide it with scarves, beanies, cowboy hats. But she did not pay all that money to wear something on her head. Number 4, depression. She lays in bed, staring aimlessly at the ceiling, wondering what to do. To cancel her trip or not to cancel her trip. To blast you on social media or not to blast you on social media. To wear a wig or not to wear a wig. These are the questions among many. She decides to call you for an explanation. Number 5, acceptance. She arrives to your shop for the 2nd time that week. You played dumb like you didn't notice, but you know the truth. Heck, even NASA noticed that braid was out of place that day. You agree to redo everything to smooth things over, but little do you know, this is the last time you will ever see her. For she has decided you will no longer be her stylist. There goes your reputation, your styling dignity and integrity, and your client. How do you feel now? After you have gone through this melodramatic rabbit hole from hell, you simply decide to redo everything so that your worst nightmare doesn't become a reality. And that is why I like to pre-part. Being an overthinking perfectionist can save you from scenarios like the one I just described to you. It's better to redo things right then and there than to pull an "it is what it is," because it ain't. It just ain't. Once done, you know what I do. Oil the scalp, add foam, and sit her under the dryer for 5 to 10 minutes. Dip the ends to complete the look. And this is the finished look. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and tell a friend, and I will see you next time.